We're going to try this all over again because why not? How's it going out there, everybody? We're back on a different network. We have Verizon this time, and we're going to try a take two of our glory. My name is Steve, and I'm not leaving Las Vegas. I do videos and live streams in the city of Las Vegas. Hope you guys are having a great night out there. So we'll see how this one goes. We're in front of the Fashion Show Mall right now where the last connection died out on me. What's up, Mike Henderson? Nice to see you, buddy. Mike, I think it's just you and me. Oh, a Poets Corner is here. All right, Poets Corner. Nice to see you as well. See if anybody shows up for this one or that one. Let's just walk. I'm not going to wait till 100 this time. I did that on my last one. We'll see how it goes. There you go. Champagne Pappy, Diane Sowards is here. Yeah. So I switched over to Verizon. I slammed it into 4G only mode so it doesn't try any of that 5G funniness. Orange County, California is here with Bob Regal. There you go. Major Davis. Steven, I just have YouTube a very satisfaction reaction notification. I don't know what that means. What did you just say? I just have YouTube a very satisfied reaction notification. I hope it helps. Oh, they probably asked you. Sometimes YouTube will randomly ask you, hey, you just watched this video. What did you think about it? And if you tell it you really liked it or something, that's helpful. That might be what Champagne is talking about. I'm back, JC. P. Ferraro, Buffalo's back. Matthew says, looks dead on a Saturday night. I don't know, man. I was talking to somebody who works at one of the hotels down on Fremont. And they were saying it wasn't very busy there either. So maybe this is the beginning of the end. I don't know. I mean, like, come on. We could always just be like, yeah, it's terrible. Everything's horrible and nothing's good, but let's be positive. First like CJ's daddy says, really? Wow. Hopefully some of you others have it like this. What shoes do you wear when walking? I'm wearing Under Armours right now. I like Under Armour. I was wearing Skechers for the longest time, but the problem with Skechers out here is that, well, first of all, Skechers are very comfortable to start out with, but I have a pronation in my foot. Pronation is your foot is not flat. Some people's feet slant inwards, my feet slant outwards. So it always kind of messes up the insoles. And also out here, the Skechers foam on the bottom, it just gets destroyed by the heat of the concrete. So I switched over to Under Armours. I'm happy with them, but they're expensive. You go down to the outlet center and buy them for cheaper. Hello there, it's Vegas time. Nice to see you. But I have a pair of Skechers, like Docker type shoes that are so comfortable. I wish I could wear them all the time because they're like a dream. But then you wear them for a few weeks and you walk like 5 miles a day in them, and then boom, they're just melted. So if you have an iPhone, your stream. There's a few things you should know about streaming on an iPhone. iPhones have various connections inside. It's one of the only phones that I know where you can tell it if you want it to switch automatically. Your phone will have 4G, 5G, and then 5G, possibly higher 5G modes, 3 modes in most cases nowadays. So on this one, I switched us over to Verizon, and I took us out of 5G switching mode. iPhones allow you to do 5G auto switching between networks, or 5G only all the time, or 4G all the time. So I put it on LTE 4G all the time. So we'll see if this works well on Verizon, because in Vegas is a unique market for cell phone networks. You'll always get your best connection in America in Vegas, or possibly Times Square, New York City, because they are trying to show everybody how good their networks are. So this particular spot of tourism is really good right here. The problem arises with Verizon switching you between their newest network, which is called millimeter wave, which is the millimeter wave is 3 times faster than the fastest connection you can buy at your house is, and it's wireless. But it switches between that and 5G and 4G all the time, which causes these streams to buffer, I believe. That's just my suspicion. So, what happened to Wall Street Warlord? I don't know. I hope he comes back. I respect him. He's cool. Some of you guys didn't like the repetitive comments, but he was always a good hype man for me here on the channel. So we have the He did a lot of help for the channel. Wall Street Warlord helped the channel a tremendous amount, I have to say. And I hope that whatever caused him to not want to be on the channel can remedy itself and he can come back. But he helped the channel a lot. He was a big help to us during the COVID shutdown, and I really appreciate him. This is the MSG sphere in the back. A friend of mine went to see that Big Apple Cirque du Soleil. Oh, we can't see it because it's, there it is. He said it was half empty. Wow. Well, is he a pessimist? Because if I saw the show, I'd say it's half full, but dumb ching. Just kidding. I get what you're saying. So he was like, well, the good news is the show was half full. I'm joking. How's William in the UK doing? He must be super busy. We haven't chatted in a while. Ozzy says, hola, Vegas people. When does the sphere open? They say it's going to open in 2024, I think it is, or 2023. MSG stands for monosodium glutamate. They did not name it after a that can cause your hair to fall out. Remember back in the 80s, if any of you are old enough, MSG free, now loaded with sodium. So it's like you either have too much sodium or you have monosodium glutamate. Choose one. Both have their downsides. Anyway. How was the meet and greet, John's asking, but his fingers are just a little off the keyboard. It was good. We're doing another meet and greet over at Circa at the Vegas Vicky Bar inside on Monday at 4 p.m. So come down and see us at 4 p.m. inside Circa by the main check-in desk. There's a place called Vegas Vicky's, and we'll be down there just to say hello to some people. CJ's daddy, I believe I did say Madison Square Garden, and it's named after Madison Square Garden, not MSG. MSG is a huge company, though. I mean, it's a media company. I believe MSG Network has the deal for showing the New York Rangers games and the Yankees games. So MSG is like not just a building in New York City anymore. It's a giant media powerhouse. How's Vegas tonight with WWE and UFC? Well, pretty damn deserted, if you ask me. Like, where is everybody? I should have clickbaited everybody into this, but I didn't want to. Where is everybody? Vegas is so dead. But it's not really, I mean. So the MSG Sphere is actually a beta test of something they plan. It's in conjunction with, I believe, AEG, which is owns part of the T-Mobile Arena. They also own part of the Forum at Caesar's Palace. I think it's with them. And what it is it's a giant spherical indoor concert venue. It's an arena, but it's not an arena in the sense that they're going to play any sports events. So they're never going to do that. But it's meant to give you a 360-degree sound, and the lighting and the digital panels inside are revolutionary. Some of the optics in there has recently launched their cameras into space on space missions with the International Space Station to test out the fidelity and the clarity of the cameras. So it's got some high technology in there, but it's a beta test in the sense that if it works here, they plan on building the same type of sphere in Los Angeles and London and Dubai, Saudi Arabia. Wait, Dubai, United Arab Emirates. So they're planning on doing several spheres around the world, but Vegas is the beta test city. Put it here because everybody wants a new venue nowadays. It is slow for a holiday weekend, I gotta say. We're gonna get down to the link in a minute. I promised somebody that I would get down to the Harrah's. I don't think they're watching this time. He wasn't a subscriber, I don't think. But it was the gentleman in the last stream whose name fails me. He said he's staying at Harrah's. I said I would go there. I don't know if he's watching. I don't think he's subscribed, but if he is watching, we're going down to the Harrah's. Larry GX says, yes, we have the pilots having issues with things. Steve, get a bottle of water. You have to be hot out there. I got water, Perry. Thank you so much. I carry it in my sling bag with me. Where was Barrett Jackson? I believe it's always at the same place at Mandalay Bay, but maybe it was changed this year. I saw it advertised at the Resorts World. I don't think it was at Resorts World, but you met me, or have you met me, or do you know a guy from Australia? He stayed in Las Vegas. He has a goatee. Maybe. I'm not sure, Bill. Lots of Aussies come here. You guys are real adventuresome. Australians, this is what I was told by Australia. I don't know if it's true, but one of my first jobs in the labor market was working at the Calgary Stampede, and I would hand out the programs to people. So I got to talk to a lot of Australians because they would travel, and I asked this older couple, I said, why are there so many Australians coming to this? And they said, well, in Australia, after, when a younger person graduates from high school, before they start their post-secondary education, I think that's what it is, or maybe it's after university, but no, I think it's between high school and post-secondary, like university. They'll travel, they'll go somewhere, they'll see the world a little bit, and they'll get to be more worldly, and that's a big part of Australian culture. But I don't know. I mean, I've met a lot of people. Big D lives in Calgary. Cool. What part? You in the Marlborough Park, the Rundle? You in Whitehorn? Are you in Albertville? I'm just naming places that I remember from where you in Mayland Heights? Are you in I can't remember any other neighborhoods. A couple of lake communities that are real nice down there. I remember once in Calgary, Canada. And there was a poster up in the back room, it said, in the clubhouse, it said, if you get cold swimming in the water, get out of the water or warm yourself up. Remember, all water in Canada is cold water year-round. You could get hypothermia in any body of water in Canada. And it might have been that point I decided, I think I need to move somewhere where the water is not going to possibly give you hypothermia year-round. It was at the Las Vegas Convention Center, the West Hall. Well, there you go. Everybody's hiring. State of Nevada increased their minimum wage yesterday. I believe it's $9.75 an hour for employees that don't have any kind of insurance. Just over $10 an hour for those that. Wait, no, sorry. I believe it's $9 something an hour for those that don't have that do have insurance, and just over $10 an hour if you work for a company that does not offer insurance or benefits. Take a look at the event. Yeah, Perry, I've been out a whole bunch lately. Nelson wants me to interview politicians. There's not a lot of politicians here. Maybe there will be coming up. We have an election happening in November like everywhere else, but I don't think that people are here for that. $10 anything in Vegas. Well, $10 is a lot of things to a lot of people, depending on where you're at. You're right, $10 doesn't get you far in Vegas if you're on the Strip, though. I'm not going to DC. You want to kickstart that? Send me the airfare? Yeah, I'm not. Sorry, I love y'all, but I don't think that this channel is going to be a political channel. We'd have to start a whole new project so people don't have to get the politics mixed in with their Las Vegas, because Vegas is a place where people go to unwind from all of that. Las Vegas is a place where people go because they're burnt out of politics and seeing it on the newspaper, and every website they open has something in their news feed. This is a place where you go to enjoy your life, and so there's a lot of good channels that go and walk up to politicians and ask them questions. Not this one. $15 an hour in Oklahoma, minimum wage. My goodness. What's the best Chinese restaurant in Vegas? Well, I don't know if it's the best, but one that we like. There's Kung Fu Thai. That's over on Spring Mountain Road at Valley View. People like that one. We like that one. They do Thai and Chinese cuisine on their menu, so it's both. And then if you have a car, the best takeout place that we go to all the time, or at least we used to when Caroline was here, I haven't eaten out in a long time, would be Pearl Walk to Go. Pearl Walk to Go. It's way out towards Summerlin though. but it's been around since the early 90s. It's the same family that runs it, and they're really nice people. Usually deal with Peter taking your order or his sister, and they're really cool. You know, they're nice. They're on Dirty Dining, so if you search it up, you'll see Dirty Dining. But pretty much every place in Vegas has been on Dirty Dining once, and that just means that when they went there, their grease traps were a little too dirty. But I like that place. Hard Rock did buy the Mirage. Raising minimum wage hurts the people who are making minimum wage. Again, that's way too much over my pay grade. Have I been to Osaka? No, that's over on Spring Mountain Road, right? Never been there. Wait, no, that's not true. Yeah, so Osaka was rated by USA Today a few years ago as one of the best Asian restaurants. But Caroline is an aficionado of beef with broccoli, and we used to live in that neighborhood. So she had me go out and get it. She wasn't impressed by it. That's not to say that they don't have good cuisine. It's just that she wasn't impressed, and she's a chef. You know, she can cook anything. So when the chef tells me it's not too great, I believe her. Bruce, we're not doing that, buddy. You guys know, like, my politics are pretty centered a little bit right of that. Is that I'm completely for women's rights to not have me filming their upskirts. I get uncomfortable having to show the butts of the showgirls, but that's kind of what showgirls put their butts out there, and you know that's what they do. But women walking down the street that just want to feel pretty wearing a dress because that's a feminine trait, I'm not going to show upskirts with them. But I'm sure you can find that content on the YouTubes. Maybe not. I don't think there's Vegas channels that do that. I hope not. But wow. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. I bumped into that guy. We got a surcharge in the soda and the water, $2 each now. Ow, that guy hit me hard. Shoot. So they're talking about this vent right here. See her hair blowing up? That catches you, don't it? It's kind of crazy. So this vent is pretty powerful. And it just basically vents out of the properties behind us. Oh man, there it is. What's the best Filipino restaurant in Vegas? Filipino restaurants are, to get like a sit down, there's a couple. There's a place called D as in David, Pinoy, because that's what you call Filipinos for short. P as in Peter, I-N-O-Y. There's two of those. There's one over there. Well, I think there actually might be three, but the two that I know for sure exist are the one on Flamingo and Jones, and that's on the west side. And then there's a D Pinoy joint, Joint, that's over on the Outlet Mall, by the Outlet Mall, by the Black Bear Diner on the Strip, on Las Vegas Boulevard. But then you have a couple of places behind, like Max's, which is from Manila, which is famous. People come to, they come to Max's because it's famous from Manila, Philippines. And then there's a couple of places that are off the Strip as well. Max's is over on Maryland Parkway, which if we got to Flamingo and we turned left, we would go down to Maryland Parkway. There's a place called Casina ni Lorraine, which literally means Lorraine's Kitchen. And then there's a place called Nanay Gloria's, which is owned by the same family, but one of them is run by Nanay, which is like mother, and then Gloria, and one of them is that Nanay Gloria's is up on Spring Mountain Road in Jones. Is Bootleggers still open? I believe it is. So Matt's asking about Bootleggers on South Las Vegas Boulevard near the Outlet Mall. That is open. Yep. That one is still open for sure that I know of. Yeah, it's a decent crowd. We were up. It looks like we found most of them. Just had to get to the heart of the Strip a little bit more. Vegas. Glorious, beautiful city of. We're on the Strip right now. It's pretty bad, Vegas Barbs. I agree. Let's see, I gotta cover up these. This is Yikes. He gave me so many of them. I got 5 cards. Something I'm never going to do. What's the best buffet in Vegas? Well, they say it's the back. Connection again. What a bummer. The network can't keep up with the amount of people out here. All weekend long. I'll come out here again tomorrow and make another run at it, but often wall out here. I didn't even see if I was passing another blogger. I'm sorry, I'm staring at my phone more. All right, well, I guess if it's not going to get better, it's not going to get better. There it is, we're back now. UFC is over, Matthew says. Cool. Like I say, it's really hit or miss out here. Science, unfortunately. Shoot. Here it goes. All right, guys. Well, I mean, I loved you while I had you, but it's going to get bad again. I'm going to get out of here. I can tell you right now it's bad. I love you all for watching. Thank you guys so much. Like, share, subscribe, and we're, I guess, out of here. We did over an hour and a half every night for the last 38 nights. It's not the software, it's just the network. It looks like it's okay. Stream is good, Bruce says. Yeah, but... yeah, there it is again. All right, you guys are great. Thanks so much. I love you all. Bye.